Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 4 of the Apothecary Diaries. This show has been straight up hitting for the past 3 episodes and I expect it to continue to do so. So let's hop right into it, shall we? So immediately you can tell the difference between the followers of some of the other concubines versus the one that our main character is following. Very different. The way that they behave, their stuck up and snooty behavior. It's definitely, you can 100% tell what type of leader they have based on the way that they act. My god. Okay, so the Emperor wants her to look after the other stupid chick that killed her kid. I'm assuming that's the other one that we're talking about. And obviously her followers are just as disgusting as she is. But the Emperor seems to care about her for some reason, even though technically she killed his heir. He still wants to keep her around, I guess. She's still sick. That was one thing I was wondering about, though. Her baby died, but she was sick too. So I was wondering if she recovered at all, but it seems like that's not the case. Maybe she has some redeeming qualities. Maybe we'll see why she's so bitter and why all of her girls that follow her are so fucking shitty too. Yeah, I didn't think about that. He does have a doctor that's in place that was there before her, but you see he didn't ask him. Although, I don't know, like, whenever he addresses her, he calls her the famous apothecary. I don't know if that's supposed to be, like, mockingly or something like that. Like, I don't know if he's, like judging her or something like that. It's weird that he says that all the time, like he doubts her abilities or something, but either way, I mean, she produces results, and that's the only thing that really matters. What fascinates me about these girls and the way that they act is their leader, the person who they answer to, is literally dying. Like, she's not well. This person is trying to help her, and just like she prevented getting help for her child and it died, they're preventing getting help for her, and subsequently is probably going to end up killing her. Every time I think we've reached the height of stupidity, somebody's just like, bro, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's fascinating how dumb people are. It's almost baffling. Are they trying to kill her? Are they trying to kill her? And maybe that's it. Maybe it's not stupidity. Maybe they are actually trying to murder her. They're like, she's in this weakened state. We'll keep giving her more food than she can handle and more food than she needs to eat, despite, and make it pass it off as nutritious because we could finally kill her off. Like, maybe that's it. Because I can't think of any other reason why they would purposely try to avoid her getting help. She literally stood there and did absolutely nothing, while these fucking morons tried to force feed their master and almost made her choke to death. And it's her fault. It's her fault. Your presence is ruining the atmosphere, not our stupidity. The fact that you exist in this room is ruining the stupid things that we're doing. And if you weren't here, the stupid things that we were doing wouldn't be stupid anymore. Fuck it, just let her die. Look, tell the Emperor I literally kept going over there. I tried to do your thing. These women actively prevented me from carrying out your orders. What you gonna do, Emperor? What are you gonna do about it? You gave me an order to do. I actively tried to do it, and they literally went out of their way to prevent me from doing it. So, ball's in your court. And I realize I may be coming off as a little bit insensitive because, you know, even though they're all really ill-mannered, disgusting human beings, they do seem to genuinely care about her. Like, they're trying to help. But, you know, their stupidity is getting in the way of doing anything meaningful for her, and they're basically accelerating her death. But I'm not a person who forgives stuff like stupidity or ignorance for sentimental reasons. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, we care so much about her, we just did a bunch of stupid things in order to make it work that was all fueled by emotion and idiocy. And I'm like, yeah, well, that still makes you a piece of shit, in my opinion. That's not an excuse to me. Like, it's like, oh, you gotta give them the benefit of the doubt. No, I don't. What do you mean? And that's the part that confuses me. You didn't defy his orders. You were actively trying to carry them out right now. Everybody here can attest that you showed up there every day. All these women have pushed you out directly. That dude who's been watching the whole situation has seen you get thrown out repeatedly. Unless this emperor is just as stupid as all these girls are, then he would be a fucking idiot to kill you for not doing what he carried out when they literally prevented you from doing so. You can't go against them. Jesus Christ, man. People are pathetic. Just pathetic. So easily manipulated. Like, their whole tune changed. Because of this one dude they have absolutely no chance with that just showed up. It's disgusting. It's infuriating. It makes me sick to my stomach to know that human beings like this exist. Are you serious? You gotta be fucking joking right now. They still been putting that shit on her face? Even though they know that it's killing her? Okay, let me not jump to conclusions. Maybe I'm wrong. Check these broads, man. Oh my god. Maybe I was right. Maybe they are trying to kill her. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my god. That made the whole episode has been saved for me. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Oh, yes! 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 Freaking idiot. Oh my god. Dude, Mao Mao is now one of my I'm telling you, this girl has shot up to one of my favorite characters in anime. Oh, I'm so glad this was her reaction. She could have laid low, she could have played it safe or whatever, but she just like, and she don't play about this shit because she's a doctor. She's an actual doctor. She genuinely cares about the lives of other people. So whenever she sees somebody doing shit like this, it genuinely pisses her off, and I love that about her. Because you fucking with my profession. Like you playing with me like it's a game. This whole time I've been trying to come in here and save her, and you mean to tell me that this shit was banned? It was banned. You know that it was responsible for killing her child, and you're still using it on her? She deserved a wholesale ass whooping. Everything that's coming. Abso-fucking-lutely. Think about that logic, though. Like, think about this logic. My lady who I serve is dying. Her child was killed by this poison that I know for a fact is poison. I thought it would make her happy if I continued to poison her until she died. That's what I thought she wanted. I hope there are consequences for her beyond this. I really do. I really do. No, you don't deserve a second chance in this instance. Everybody makes mistakes. Fuck that shit. No, she forgot he was watching. But it don't matter because she did what had to be done, and I'm glad she did it. This really solidifies her integrity as a doctor and an apothecary, and her drive to actually genuinely help people despite, you know, how it can make her look or what the consequences of it could be. Bro, I love the fact that she just came in and just took over like this. I love it. I love the fact that she walked in and set these chicks straight, and now she's just barking orders at them because, you know what? All this time, they could have been doing so much to help her. They could have been doing so much to help her, and they have been literally just aiding her death. They were just incompetent, and it's kind of her fault. She hired them. She surrounded herself with incompetent idiots. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm still mad at her because she's pretty much at fault for most of this stuff anyway. She facilitated this entire situation. But, yeah, these girls need to be set straight, for real. Ooh. And she got somebody else in trouble because of it. So not only was her stupidity almost the cause of her master's death, but there was collateral damage to other people who were supposed to be involved in that situation. The person who was supposed to get rid of the powder, the eunuch or whatever, her dumbass, and then almost taking out her master. So, like, and this just goes to show, like, you know, sometimes your stupid behavior doesn't always just affect you. Sometimes it affects other people too.
おお、さすが気が利く。こういう豆なのがいい旦那になるんだろう。ガンガンだけど、それに比べて。
Her disgust for him is just, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's fully warranted. Like, I kind of get why she doesn't like him, but it feels a little bit extreme sometimes. He is kind of, he's a little creepy sometimes, but you know, it is what it is. He's not a bad dude. I don't think he's a bad person. I don't think she thinks he's a bad person either. She's just annoyed by his presence. Poor kid, man. Didn't even get a chance. Didn't even get a chance. And it wasn't even like, you know, an unfortunate accident. You know, it was pure negligence. Just pure negligence and stupidity that killed her child, you know? And that makes it a lot more egregious in my opinion, you know. Babies have complications, they don't make it all the time, and that's fine. But she should feel bad. Absolutely. 100% she should feel bad and responsible for what happened to her child. You putting them girls to work, man. And it's good too, because like they should be they should be better at their jobs. Like there's no excuse for the way that they were acting and behaving, and their attitudes needed adjusting too. Like you can feel like you're in a position of power and stuff like that, but you still need to carry yourself a certain way. You know what I mean? Like I don't think there's some textbook way they all should behave by default, but being disgusting human beings is just not acceptable. I'm sorry.
お母様に使えることをお許しいただきました。もうあのような過ちは犯しません。決して。
Mistake? Can we call that a mistake? Can we really call that a mistake? I don't know. I don't know. I'm a lot less forgivable than other people when it comes to stuff like this. I probably take things way farther than it should be in moments like this, and I think, you know, I'll just, it's harder for me to forgive in situations, but I think most people would say that if she's trying to do better, if she does have the actual drive to be better, then, you know, she should have the opportunity to change. But for me, it's hard. It's a little harder for me.
自尊心はあるが傲慢ではない。東宮のあれこれで嫌なお嬢様を想像していたのだが、実際は妃にふさわしい人格を持っていたようだ。
Some people need to be humbled, man. And sometimes really drastic and traumatic things have to happen for people to get there, unfortunately. And it sucks that literally a life had to be taken. And she had to basically come in and step on the necks of these chicks taking care of her in order to get them together so she could be taken care of properly. It sucks that all that had to happen, you know, for these people to get their shit together. But, you know, that's how it be sometimes. Oh, that's so sweet. She really appreciates her.
それでは明日の早朝に辞させていただきます。そう。
Okay. How much y'all want to bet she's going to ask her to leave that other girl and become hers? How much you want to bet? I'd be willing to say she would do that. Although, Maybe she has grown a bit and she knows better. We'll see.
翡翠宮へ戻れば帝もリファ様のもとにいらっしゃるのではないかと。忠告の言葉も聞かずみすみす我が子を殺した女
You sure as hell did.
王妃に勝てるのかしら。勝てる勝てない
See? You see what she just said? This just goes to show, too, that she still ain't quite grasped it yet. Let's go back real quick. I ignored those words of advice and let my child die. And then her very next statement is, will I be able to win against Kakibane Gokuyo, or whatever? Why do you care about that? Why is this a competition for you to win against her? I like, what you still have this head feud with this other girl who has no beef with you, by the way. You're still internally competing with somebody who ain't got no beef with you at all. It's crazy that that is still at the forefront of her mind.
翡翠の蓋にも淡い髪もなくてよ。他のものがあれば問題ないかと。それだけの大きさはもとより針、形は四方です。
Bro, you can't just say that to her. I think she's too tired, man. She's very sleep deprived because you can't just do that. Oh god. それでは Oh boy, she done gave her some confidence, man. What did she
リファ
say?
様に伝えた置き土産は
The knowledge I left Lady Lifa with was a secret technique taught to me. Oh boy. Was she what is she? Oh no. Oh god. I am so curious as what she said to her.
かつて遊郭の姉ちゃんたちに教えてくれた秘術である。
マオマオも覚えておいて損はないわよ。
Why would you teach that to a flat-chested girl? Like she could use it anyway. Like, come on, bro.
の後、翡翠宮への帝のお通りが極端に減った時期があった。
やっと睡眠不足から解放されるわ。
マオマオが目を泳がせたのはまた別の話である。
Oh man, there's a lot of suggestive kind of sexual themes in this show that they never quite go for. They never quite take that full leap, but it's always kind of that little nudge in the backdrop of this show, and it's always funny. I don't think they're ever gonna actually go there, but they're always just like, eh? You know what's going on, don't you? And I'm like, yep, I sure do. I sure do. What's this now? Oh boy, we got another curse on our hands. Or what Mao Mao would call a medical emergency, because that's usually what it turns out to be at the end of the day. But yep, episode 4, really, really good. As usual, this show is great. I am so glad she set them girls straight. I might have been a little extreme in my assessments of them, and maybe I was a little mean, but you know what? It is what it is. Some people need a little tough love, and I'm so glad she showed them, because they, like I said, if she wouldn't have done that, if she wouldn't have showed them how serious this situation was and how serious she was about this by making an example of that girl, they wouldn't have can like even if she just yelled or got upset or whatever, they still would have been in their arrogance. They still would have been all uppity and like, oh, who does she think she is or whatever. But because she laid the smackdown on that girl in front of all of them, and because they're all talk and none of them have ever been in any type of physical altercation before, they were just like, we don't want that to happen to us. So we better listen to her because she might fuck us up next. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I'm usually not for physical confrontations like that, but sometimes you gotta smack a bitch, man. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I absolutely enjoyed that episode. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys on the next one.